her reaction to this, all of a sudden, I like get hit in the face. Like she like full on like this. Welcome back to Profound Profanity. I'm Joe.
I'm Sharon.
I'm Charles.
I'm Nicole.
And today we have very important things to talk about once again. So how's your guys' week this week? Yeah,
It's good.
I mean, you just came back from Korea, right, Charles?
Yeah, it was a fun trip.
Can you tell us a little bit about what happened?
I mean, nothing that exciting in the context of the podcast, but for me, I just had a good time with my family, ate some good food. Yeah, just quality bonding time with my extended family.
I see. So a very boring time, all in all, huh?
I mean, yeah, I guess by the standards of whatever we're recording, it's not that exciting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How's your week, Sharon?
My week? What about our week?
Yeah, go on. Tell us more.
You don't want to start? It was your birthday.
All right. My birthday, huh? It was okay. It was whatever. I don't really my birthday's just whatever. I don't really care that much.
Yeah, but what about when we went out to celebrate your birthday? A couple days later.
We had a good time. I think it was a pretty wholesome time, to be honest. No, there were no happenings that night. There were zero happenings that night. I think that it was overall a very successful, very uneventful night.
I beg to differ.
What happened?
Does Charles know?
No, he doesn't know.
Does he know what we did that day?
Did you not tell him about?
Anything?
No, he knows we went out.
On Friday night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do?
We just went to Terracotta, same old, except
What?
Hey, pre-going to Terracotta, remember what he said at the table?
I wish we had filmed that or something. We were pre-gaming at our table at home, and Joseph, the per usual, he usually he's a man of his word, I would say. But that night, it was not the same. He said, we're drinking tequila shots, and he's like, I'm not going to get drunk today. I'm not going to get that drunk.
We told you.
Later on that night, it was not
He was
as
not
he
pretty.
planned.
What do you mean it was not that pretty? I didn't do anything. Did I do anything? Did I do anything?
No, he never yaks.
Then what was the issue?
Needed to yak though.
What's the issue?
Yeah, what was the issue? I don't think I did anything embarrassing or
Was it with?
Embarrassing. Huh?
Did he get with a girl or something?
The security guard.
Oh, did he mess with the security
all
guard
right, don't
again?
talk about that. Don't talk about that on the
Oh, I need to
podcast.
know something.
No, we'll talk about it.
This
We'll
is
talk about it.
off pod.
We'll talk it off pod, but don't talk about that one.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a mistake because I was drunk. It was not.
So you voluntarily did that.
No, like I was just caught
probably
lacking. I
forgot.
just didn't see them like right there.
Yeah.
It's like would you rob somebody in front of a cop? No, you just didn't see the cop there. It's like, it's like you going like
Would you rob somebody?
That's not the same thing.
Okay, no, okay.
Because this
Okay,
was not
different-
criminal activity.
Okay, different example. Would you go like past the speed limit when the cop is right there? No, like you just didn't see the cop and you were going past the speed
I
limit.
see that's more
Yeah, it's
of
like
an
one of those.
analogy. Rob somebody.
I
You stole the whole world.
No, I'm so curious.
Charles, we'll talk about it off pod. We'll talk about it off pod. Anyways,
All right.
Yeah, but other than that, I think everything was very wholesome.
Yeah, no.
Just that.
okay, but you can't count that on me because I was like drinking too much. That wasn't
I
like
know.
I just didn't see.
Didn't see. Oh, that's
Yeah, I just didn't see the police there.
We dragged him out the car.
Okay, but that happens like just time to time for me.
Was he
Really?
that drunk?
I don't know.
You were
Wait,
that
he seemed
drunk?
fine until he got in the car.
Oh,
both of them in the car.
before he starts
they're
going
talking. It's all fine.
Oh,
Both-
I was like,
Everybody, let me tell you something. So Joseph says that he's had bad luck over the past 5 years. Every single day or every single year on his birthday, something bad happens. Something bad happens around that time. Whatever, y'all. My 21st birthday, Joseph
All right, please.
was lacking. I'm not gonna say anything, but Joseph was lacking. That was probably,
top.
It was a memorable 21st. It was
It for sure was.
thanks to me. Thanks to me.
Is that what you want to call it?
Yes. Anyways, you know what? Let's move on to the next thing. This is not very helpful to my image right now. Can you guys please share your favorite quotes? You guys must have a favorite quote.
You don't want to go first?
No, I want to hear your guys' first.
You? Why me?
Wait, you know what? I will go first because I feel like
What?
I don't want to go after everybody else.
No. After we hear it, we have to talk about whether it's a good quote or not.
Okay, mine's very simple. I don't even want to say it because of
Oh
Joseph
my
and
god.
Charles.
I know, that's why I got nervous.
Okay, so oh god, just looking at Joseph.
You want me to go?
No, I'll go. Mine's very simple, and it's for me, so whatever. Mine is 4 words. This too shall pass.
Oh, I knew that.
Joseph.
You're not supposed to do
His face
that.
already. Okay, but let me explain my reasoning behind it.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory. No, this quote.
No,
I don't
no.
think I know what this quote is. But every bad situation, every good. This
Why are
too
you
shall
saying it like
pass.
that?
You know what? Let's hear your quote.
Yeah, your
I think you should save mine for last.
No,
I think you should say mine.
He
for
thinks
last.
best for last.
I think Charles agrees. We should say mine for best for last.
Why? Is it bad?
No, it's very proverbial. Is all we can say. It's very
Don't be
proverbial.
giving away things like that.
Oh my god.
It is very good. It is a very
All
good.
right, please.
All right, my quote is work hard in silence and let success be the noise. That's a good one.
I like that, brother.
You know who said that?
I like that.
That's Frank Ocean right there.
Oh, it's Frank Ocean.
Yeah, legit. That's Frank
Oh.
Ocean.
Oh,
He said, wait a minute.
no, I just didn't expect those kinds of words to come out of that man's mouth. But wow, crack rock, very good. What's yours?
Everything happens for a reason.
No, I asked for a quote.
That is my quote.
Stop.
You gotta stop.
No, stop. Choose another one.
It's longer than that.
Okay, the full length. I want the full version.
I
We
don't
have
even
an
know
hour to
it.
talk
I
about
know, but I have to look it up. I don't know it like that.
I'll give you some time to look. it
Okay,
up.
but if it's your favorite quote, shouldn't you know it like that? Why don't you know it?
I don't need the whole thing if the most important part is that.
So you take things out of context
No.
and you jump to
No,
conclusions.
I'm pretty sure those are the words in the quote. I just
No,
shortened
okay.
the quote.
Okay, Joseph, let's hear yours.
My quote. My quote is Y'all don't like that quote? I think it's a very. It speaks to me, that one. You don't like that? This is a quote by our very own Dr. Charles Spark.
Well, first of all,
Dr. Charles Spark made this up.
it wasn't me. It's actually Master Oogway. You know who's the one
Master
that made,
Uwe did not say
made
these
this
types of-
quote, and
He did not say that in Kung
and
Fu
the way he
Panda.
said it is
Panda.
the way
I was
he
like, who is that?
the way he said it is if she
She did not say that, bro.
is Master Oogway's wisdom right there.
No, but my real favorite quote is every overnight success is 10 years in the making.
That's not an overnight success if it's 10 years in the making.
No, but like to other people. So
Oh.
you need me to explain this quote to.
Oh my.
So like you see.
So, like,
So I mean, when you see somebody like you see them very successful, all of a sudden, right? Other people don't know what it took for that person to get there. It may look like it's overnight, but to that person, he was on it for 10 years. So that's what the quote is basically about. By the one and only Ben Baller.
Ha ha ha.
What, you don't like that quote?
I will say I have a list of favorite quotes.
I do too.
Yeah. Every time I see one, I'm like, that one.
Just girly things.
Do you guys not do that?
Like just girly things. What are you talking about? Do what?
Like, you ever see a quote and you write it down?
No. You just remember it if it's meaningful.
One,
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, you live it out if it's meaningful. If you don't think it's meaningful, you just forget it. Just
You have
move
other
on.
ones?
Quotes?
Yeah.
For me, it's not like really. I don't really like memorize quotes necessarily, but I like to memorize like the principles or the concepts behind like how to live a certain way.
How do you remember them then?
The principles. Quotes, it's very you got to know it verbatim. But for me, it's like the principle is like, for example, as something simple as you know, you have to live very disciplined. It's just something like that. Like it's just a principle behind it. Or like something like try to be like less defensive, something like that. It won't be like a full on quote, but like it's just like a principle behind what I should remember in my every action.
In other words, what he's saying is we like to paraphrase.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah,
That's all
I
we're
can't be
saying.
Oh my
I can't be bothered to remember
Wait,
verbatim.
where did the defensive thing come from?
What do you mean? It's just a principle of how to live life better.
To stop being defensive?
Yeah. Don't you think being defensive is,
No, I do.
it's more often than not it's not helping you.
No, yeah.
It doesn't help your image, it doesn't help
No, yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
progressing.
yeah.
Yeah. So
But
yeah.
I feel like this is a personal thing sometimes.
Really?
I feel like not everyone's defensive.
Well, it's about being no, I think everyone to a certain extent they have a defensive mechanism when it comes to personal things. I mean, everybody has something that they care about. And if you touch on that in a negative way, people are more than likely going to become defensive. Just
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who it is. Like everybody has something that they care about. And if you mess with that, like people are going to get defensive.
That's different though.
99.99% of the time, people will get defensive. That's the truth.
I mean, wouldn't you agree though? Like, if let's say someone is touching on a sensitive topic of yours. Let's say, like for example, I don't know, like someone, like a person really likes the way that they look, but then in reality, like they're like, actually no, let's go with another example so we don't get canceled. But,
What?
um,
No, continue.
say like someone is extremely overweight, right? And they're very like sensitive about that, and it's like a sensitive topic for them. Like if you start talking about that topic in a way that hurts them, they're gonna start getting defensive. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, but because this is more general then, because this is just everyone then. I feel like there's certain people who are actually defensive with
With like
a
everything.
lot of things versus those are like particular things.
I mean, I'd assume that they're defensive because they're sensitive about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I think most people are generally more defensive than not. I mean, it's like it's just goes on to say that more people are less confident than people are confident.
Yeah, it just comes down to being insecure about
Yeah,
certain
exactly,
things.
exactly. So
Back to our quotes.
yeah. Well, did you have another one to add from your
No.
list?
I have to go look at
From your damn
Why are you
list?
laughing at me? She has a list too.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is just for me. It's not for.
Well, yeah, for the people.
But I haven't written it in my list in a
Oh,
very long
really?
time. I
No,
don't
no.
do this,
Oh,
like,
you actually have like a
Oh.
little book, like a notebook with the quotes written down in it.
No, not a notebook. It's
Phone
in my
notes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bruh. It's okay, I get it.
let's see.
I don't get used sometimes though.
You know,
What?
She's got all types of things in
That's
her notes.
true.
well, I know.
Hey,
I remember.
Don't say that, brother. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Hold it.
The forbidden list.
I literally wait. What?
Don't say that one.
No.
No, like I know there is this one particular list. I will not talk about it on the pod until I get permission. Maybe next week we'll talk about it. But there is a list for everything in Sharon's notes. I know Sharon has her own criteria for everything. Is there not?
I
I'll
do.
say that much. I'll say that much. Okay.
I don't know what they're insinuating.
There's like two things.
No,
that
I
they
know
can be
what Charles is
insinuating.
insinuating. I don't know what
That's
Joe is.
why.
Anyways, the next topic. This past week I heard it was Paris Fashion Week, and one of the most popular people there one was Doja Cat and one was Kylie Jenner, right?
Yeah.
And like
Mm.
Kylie Jenner, that like she was popular because like another girl Irina.
Mm.
She wore the same
Yeah.
exact. She wore it better than her, anyways. But Doja Cat. She looks crazy. She looks like a. She looks like a Oompa Loompa or a Teletubby. Like it's crazy.
Teletubby?
Yeah, no, Charles. Let me show you. Let me.
You haven't seen
Let me
it?
show you.
There's a video of like what Kylie Jenner taking a picture with someone, and then Doja Cat's like in the background,
No,
and you
it-
literally
yeah, you
cannot.
It took me so long to try to
No,
find her. I was like,
yeah,
where? I went to the
yeah.
comment section. They were like, oh,
Oh,
there's music right there. I
no.
was like,
I
did I not see
found
that?
Show him that video too.
What? Bro.
Did I send it to you on Instagram?
I don't know.
What? Doesn't she look like a Teletubby or something?
She looks like a Star Wars character. What the
The
fuck?
thing, is it Marvel?
Oh
The red
my.
one.
Daredevil?
Dude,
No.
dude, you know what she reminds me of? Did you watch the Avengers? You know the
Which one?
You know the like the like
this
the
one?
homemade
Yeah,
like,
Vision. Vision.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
is that
the
Vision?
thing.
Oh my.
Bro.
Bro, but you know each one of those like little circles on her body? Those are Swarovski crystals.
What? That's disgusting.
This costs more than your whole life, bro. Anyways, today I think, I want to talk about something very special today. And it's about our best or worst purchases that we made or financial investments. Anything, like just anything that we bought that we just regret or we love particularly. Has there been anything like this? You guys don't have
I
any.
do have one,
What's yours?
but this is just like shopping things. Like I do this thing where I'll buy something and then I'll literally never wear it. The tag is still on it and I'll have it for years. I just won't wear it because I don't like it.
So what was it?
So then it ends up being that I bought it even though I didn't like it that much
You keep the tag on?
because I don't wear it.
I mean, don't you take the tag off? Like,
No.
isn't that the first thing you do when you get home from the shop?
No, but that's the thing. I would do that if I really liked it. So then,
Why not return it if you're not
because it
taking
ends up being
off?
past that. I don't do it as much now because obviously I'm aware that I used to do that. Okay.
I don't think that's ever happened to me.
That's a good thing.
But I feel like a lot of people do that.
I do it.
Actually, I got this dress during quarantine. I don't know why. It was just quarantine. I was just online shopping. And I got it. I think the first time I wore it out was when we went to Hawaii. 2 years
oh,
later.
the butterfly one?
Yeah, 2
I thought you were
years
talking
later
about
is
the
when.
denim one.
No, I didn't even return it.
The denim dress.
No, I didn't return that either.
No, but you have worn
I've worn that.
like a lot.
Not a lot, but I've worn it.
That's what I mean.
But the other one, I wore it like 2.5 years later.
That's what I mean.
But I mean, I like it now.
That's also the thing.
But anyway, I don't really have any purchases I regret. I feel like when I buy something, I usually put a lot of thought into
Yeah,
it before
exactly.
I buy it. So, how about you guys?
Well, this is one of the worst financial mistakes I've ever made in my entire life, and I learned a very great deal off of this one. But last year, just after doing, after selling some stuff, whatever, I came up on some money, and I was like telling myself like, oh, I'm gonna save this and use it for a good investment so that I can do better for myself. And I was going to just lease a super cheap car and just be on a very smart lifestyle. But what ended up happening was um the the dealer dude, he got me good. He was like, you know what, this is not a good time to lease anything and you should be buying something. And I was like, oh, if I'm gonna buy something, I might as well buy something that's gonna hold its value better. So I ended up getting a car that I didn't really need it to get. It was way more than I really wanted to pay. And now I am stuck with this little fast car that can't even fit more than two people. And yeah, like I know now. Never never buy a car, especially like you know what I was thinking. I was like on some like rapper like thought. I was like, I'm gonna use this as motivation for me, so I can do
Yeah, I
better for
remember
myself.
that.
This is gonna be motivation, but I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I like the car, but you know, I wish I didn't do what I did then. But yeah, did you don't have anything like this, Charles? Anything with the shoes or
I mean, yeah, I can. So something I've realized over time is I used to be really into designer clothing, and before like a couple years ago, I was like, I bought a couple expensive like designer T-shirts, and those have to be the worst purchases I've ever made in my life. And that's because like when I first bought them, right? It's like really cool and whatnot. You know, you have these like nice t-shirts, they feel nice, you like the designs, right? But the thing is, like for me, when I bought those expensive t-shirts, I was actually scared to wear them because they're so expensive. And like I was like taking care of them, and then eventually to a point where I was barely wearing these t-shirts and they were just, becoming luggage to me, right? So I decided, you know what? Instead of making it luggage, I might as well just wear it as much as I would, normal t-shirts. And then what I ended up realizing is it doesn't matter how expensive you pay for a t-shirt. If you wash it enough times, it'll become faded and worn out just like any other t-shirt. So now I'm left with like a bunch of expensive designer t-shirts that are worn out, as much as some of my other t-shirts. And yeah, like I've realized that expensive t-shirts aren't for me or for most people because like when you first start buying these kinds of nice things, I feel like everyone feels the same way. They feel scared to use it. Like whether it's a car, whether it's like a nice jacket, a nice camera or anything like that, you just feel kind of scared to use it. And then what ends up happening is you feel like, oh, like I'm not using this enough. Like why did I even pay that much? So you start using it a lot. And then in the case of t-shirts, if you use it a lot, it's gonna get worn out just like any other
yeah,
t-shirt.
it's just gonna Uniqlo tee,
Yeah, it's like
YSL tee. It's all gonna be the same
it's
after
all gonna
five
be the same
washes.
after 5 washes exactly. So yeah, I realized that through making very bad financial decisions.
Yeah, that I remember you had a very big phase of, reselling and whatnot, and you were very into that. I mean, you came up with a little bit of money from that time, no?
Yeah, I did, but then as time went on, the companies they don't really none of these companies like resellers, to be honest with you. They don't like the fact that, they're buying, their products at MSRP and then flipping it for 2 3 times what, they made, right? So the things that these companies started doing is they started mass producing. Back when I was reselling back in like high school, like 2000, I'd say like 2015 to 2018 was like the golden era of resell where like Air Jordans became super expensive, but and like Supreme t-shirts were like box logos were hitting their like highest values and whatnot. But nowadays, like these companies, they're just pumping it out like every month, like once every month. And the way that they're manufacturing is they're manufacturing a significant amount more of the same pairs. So the resale value has really dropped. And I'd say the only people that are really making money from resale nowadays is people that get like 20, 30 pairs of the same shoe, right?
Mhm.
And like literally they're making like $100 off of like each shoe. So like if you have 20, 30 per week, right? Like then you're making 2K, 3K off of just one drop. But you
Oh,
would have to
wow.
buy a shitload of pairs to be really able to like profit off of resale nowadays. Because there's no like golden product that'll give you like 2x, 3x like what you paid like before. Like I
Oh
remember
yeah,
back in the
yeah.
day, like you could get like a Supreme box logo hoodie, right, for like 160 plus tax and shipping, right? And then you would flip it for 600-700 bucks, like to some like rich ass kid, rich ass
Mhm.
hype beast, right? But nowadays, that's not possible anymore because they're mass producing, and it's these brands aren't as popular because they're being mass produced.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I see that. The more popular a hobby or a fashion trend gets, like the more of it's going to be produced and the more saturated the or like date that we've ever had. Like just a catastrophic, like just horrible date. Me first? No, you want to save mine for last. No, because nobody here knows about it. Nobody here knows about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
And
haven't
now?
shared. I haven't shared
Why?
because it happened like fairly recently,
What's recent?
like within the past like 3 months.
Do you guys have one?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, you want me to?
I've never shared this story ever. This is the first time coming out, and this takes us back maybe 2 months ago when I was in Korea. So in Korea, I had all the dating apps. I wanted to hang out with some Korean chicks. I wanted to see what it's about, right? So I matched with this girl. She's tatted up, like just like a visual, for you guys. Like she's like tatted up, and I think it's a little bit more rare for Korean, especially girls, to have like a lot of tattoos. So I thought that was like really interesting. So matched with her, whatever. Um, we go hang out, and then we go to a museum. And then right before we went into the museum, we decided to get like a drink from the convenience store right below the museum. And then we get our drinks, and then we're like drinking it where there were chairs, so people could just get their food and eat and drink there. And then right in front of us, there were these group of kids that were eating their snacks. And then she was like, "Oh, um, like kids are so cute. They're like little mice." And then I was like, "Oh, okay, that's so funny." And then I was like, "What are you? Are you like a nutria?" And a nutria,
What?
a nutria is like a really here. Let me show you a picture.
A picture?
It's just like a big rat.
Like a mole rat.
Yeah, it's like a big rat.
Like a possum.
Yeah, I was like, okay, if they're little like mice, then what are you? Because like she's like, she's like older and bigger. So I was like, what are you, like a nutria then? And bro,
This is
I
your-
was no
Wait,
no.
did
but-
she speak English?
This is your first meeting?
Yeah, she spoke English. She spoke
Oh, okay.
English. Oh no. I said this in Korean. She can speak English, but I said this in Korean.
What is it in
know
Korean?
that word in Korean?
Korean people know nutria.
Oh.
So what is it?
So you said it in English.
Nutria.
It's Konglish.
No, but that's what they call it in Korean. That's what they call it in Korean. That's what they call it in Korean. Her reaction to this, all of a sudden, I like get hit in the face. Like she like full on like this, but like I wasn't expecting it, right? And like my head like cocks back like this, and I hear cracks in my neck because I wasn't expecting it. Like I was like I wasn't ready to take that impact, that velocity of that hand to come directly on my dome. Like she hit me in the temple, like here. She hit me in the temple, so I was like dizzy for a second. I was like, what the heck?
Seeing stars.
No, like I was low key dizzy because like she genuinely hit me really hard, and then just my first reactional instinct, like I like clenched my fist, and I was like, no. I like looked at it, and I was like, oh, this is a woman. I can't do it. No, because it's just instinctually, I've never like been hit so hard,
Yeah.
and then I like I try to like play it off, but it hurts. She hit me really hard, and then
She say it.
what?
What she say?
She said she's very sorry. I don't think she
why
even
she hate you?
because I called her a big nutrient.
So was it a reaction?
Like,
That was a reaction. That was a
was she
reaction.
offended by it?
No,
Was
I
that the
guess-
reason why
I
she hit
guess-
you, or like,
No, but
or was
I
it like playful?
that was not playful, bro. I've never been hit in the head that
She's just
hard.
that strong.
No,
you
people
know?
didn't like that. Oh, there was like a TikTok. What was it? Like some girl, she smacked her boyfriend.
Yes.
I let in. What was it? She reacted to something, or I think she was scared. She got
No,
scared.
she got
watching
scared and then she
something.
hit him.
She straight up smacked him in the face, but instantly she said sorry right after.
No, she apologized profusely to me, but at that point,
You're already pissed off.
no, I was upset. And then, but here's the thing, I love museums, so I still wanted to go to. This is before we went to the museum.
You like museum?
Such a
I-
fool.
That's
I
surprising.
love museums. So I still wanted to go into this museum. I still don't regret it after I went into the museum. I loved it. I love what I saw, but I didn't talk to her the entire time. And like the subway station was right in front of the museum. So as soon as we came out of the museum, I just told her to go. In the museum, we didn't speak. Like I was walking by myself, doing my own thing.
But like,
you guys
why?
are separate, but in the museum.
She was following me. Like,
Okay, but like,
like,
why didn't you
couple feet
just? Why
behind.
didn't you just end the date and then just
Yeah,
go by yourself at
yeah.
that point?
no,
I
because
feel
I
like your
couldn't. I
mind
couldn't
is-
just. I couldn't just say like I'm gonna go to the museum. You leave or whatever.
You don't have to say it like that.
You
but
could
you
just
just
be
say
like,
I
"I'm
don't
I was
leave
scared.
it." Continue.
I was scared what
that
she
she
might.
was gonna hit you again.
I don't know. I was scared.
Dang.
I've never been hit like
okay,
that.
Yeah, is that just because she hit you? and
No,
you
I
said
just
it?
I didn't know what to think about the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
situation.
yeah.
I didn't know what to think. This is the first. I used to play football. Like I've been hit hard before, but I'd never been hit like so blindsided without protection on. I always had a helmet on my head, so
Wait, I want to know like step by step like how this happened. So you called her a nutria? Step 1.
no.
Step 2.
No.
She
No.
turns around and she
No,
smacks
no.
you like.
So
did she say
we're
anything?
sitting like this. We're sitting like this.
Uh-huh.
Like she's sitting like we're on a bench horizontally from each other. We're right here. We're basically you are, but a little closer. And then kids right in front, like diagonal, and then she's looking at that, oh, like little mice, whatever. And I'm like, oh, what are you? You're like a little nutria, a big nutria then. And then I get the big hand on my dome. And I'm like, oh, like, wow, that was crazy. And then no, I am crazy. That was crazy. Yeah. No,
Wait, what was your like actual reaction? Like, can you reenact it right now?
I think I was just like this. Like I was genuinely just so shook. I didn't know what to think of the situation.
While she's next to you, she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
Yeah. Like it's almost as if she saw me fall by myself or something. She's like, what happened? No, but and then she said, I'm very, very sorry, whatever.
Like, did she explain herself? Like, was it because she was offended that you called her a nutria that she instinctively smacked you like that?
I don't know what it is, but she wanted, I don't know. I guess she thought she wasn't gonna hit me that hard. Like she couldn't control her strength. So she hit me.
So I guess like I don't know. Like if she was offended, I don't think she would have apologized. That's the thing.
No. She was offended, and I think it was more of like a playful hit that she intended to do onto the top of my head.
I don't
No,
think so.
what?
No,
That
that
was
was
a no.
straight up a reaction.
No, it
She
was
hit
just
you
a
that
reaction. Like
hard.
she was offended, but she hit you too hard, where she had to apologize. Okay.
Like she probably intentionally did that, but just like without thought.
No, you know, now that I'm trying to recall back to that time after I lost some brain cells, I think she said something like she might have wanted to hit me in the arm or something, and then like it slipped and she missed to my top.
She did
That
not
hard?
slip.
Yeah, not
She did
that
fucking
hard.
Slip. Okay.
Then why did she follow me into the museum too? Then
Cause she
Probably
felt,
felt
bad.
I mean, whatever it was. Yeah, that was a very bad experience, and I'm scared to ever say anything to women now because I've literally been physically assaulted. I've been assaulted. I would have never thought that something like this would have happened to me. I was assaulted on a first date. I was gonna call police.
Yeah, okay.
No, yeah, it was one of the worst experiences of my life.
You should have just cut the date short.
No, honestly, I don't know.
I
I don't know why you didn't do that.
I was just so shook. I couldn't think properly, but I still wanted to go to the museum really bad.
Okay, no, you
In his head, he's
okay.
like, this museum is the only thing important to
No.
me. So he didn't even bother
Okay,
with
no, but
anything
if you
else.
were that shook, you wouldn't have even thought about the museum.
If you see the outside of that museum, you would want to go inside of it. If you saw the outside of this museum, it's incredible, this museum. All right, Sharon, can you share with us about a good or bad experience you had?
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is like awful, but you guys can be the judge of it. Our triple date. When we went with
Our?
Yes, our. This was
When?
with the boys.
Wait, but
It
what
was
did we
you,
do that day?
you, me, and Steph. We went to
Bowling.
in a bar. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Wait, why was it bad?
That's what I'm saying. It's not like terrible, but I guess in terms of like stuff that happened, you could say it's bad.
Enlighten us, please.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. We get to the bar, and I run into high school friends. So then, yeah. So I haven't seen them since like high school because they're like 2 years older than me. So they graduated earlier than me too. So it had been like 5 years, 4 years, something like that. I guess it was, I didn't think it was that long. But then I guess his girlfriend got mad because I guess she's a little insecure about it. Just girls. But I think she was already going through it with him. Mind you, it wasn't even like I was just talking to him. It was him and 2 other guys. So it's like a group. But she was also in the bathroom throwing up.
Oh,
yeah,
I found her
Yeah.
because I was in the bathroom.
This
Some
was-
girl was throwing up, and she
Yeah.
was just like full on sitting on the floor, like she was really fucked up.
Mm-hmm. You didn't even know who she was.
Yeah, I didn't.
She was by herself, no?
yeah, she was.
Yeah. And then her friend
I'm like,
came
"Are
in.
you okay?
Her friend came in, didn't even know it was her, no?
Yeah, she didn't.
Yeah. But while I was conversing with them, the dude I was on a date with starts, what is it? He goes to another girl, right?
Oh,
While I'm gone, yeah. And then, okay, but the thing is, they started talking first.
Outside.
No, he started talking to this other girl, and then he didn't like her teeth. And so he moved on and came back to the table.
I don't remember this.
Well, that's why.
Well, anyway.
That's why he has a teeth thing. And then afterwards, he went outside, and I came back to the table, and then the other dude is also his friend. He says he's outside, and I look downstairs. He's just out there alone.
I have so many questions. You did. This is okay. First of all, you said you were on a date with this dude. How do you know this man?
What? That was the point.
No, I want to get a better understanding of who this is.
Oh, this is.
So they went out this one weekend. Our friend group, just not me, and then they met a group of these guys.
Yeah.
And
Okay, so let me ask you this: Did you have any type of relationship with this man prior to this date?
Not really.
So-
I mean, okay, wait.
I think we
We
saw them
hadn't
like
texted.
no,
Yeah, we were just talking, like as we meet and stuff. But it wasn't.
How
a
much
lot.
did you like him on that date? Like, leading up to the bad part.
This is what I mean. It wasn't bad for me, just because I didn't have that idea in my head. So at the time, I didn't even think it was like that bad. Like the date was bad. Like if I was more involved, I would have been more upset about stuff that happened.
So you weren't emotionally invested, is what you're saying.
No.
You were playing this dude.
No. Okay, but it was like a casual hangout that just happened to kind of be a triple date. That's what I think in my head.
I see. And then this man, he went to go speak to another woman while you were somewhere else. And then did you guys go home together or something like that? What happened? No, like did you guys like leave together? Like did you guys leave together or like did you guys just part ways from there?
Okay, wait. I found out this after the fact though. Like I think it was. I don't even remember if someone told me that day. Oh, I think she did. I think Steph told me in the car afterwards. But this was
What?
after we got each other's phone numbers outside. And then we left separately. Oh, that he was talking to other.
Oh,
Yeah,
Do you speak to him after this date?
nice.
and I did. But see, that's just what I mean. At the time, I didn't even think anything of it. Maybe she told me later. I don't know.
Are you still in contact with this guy?
No.
Okay.
We're not on bad terms though. We just stopped talking.
You're very forgiving, aren't you?
We didn't. Nothing.
No,
happened.
literally, it was nothing.
I mean, the way that she describes it as a date, like it makes me think that there was some emotion involved, and she was essentially done wrong. So I feel like if that was me, I'll never forget about this. I would never forgive them for this. Something like that. We are on bad terms.
I would not
No,
forgive your person.
ever. Okay, if somebody put their hands
Oh.
on me.
Mind you, he's upset also because I'm talking to 3 other dudes at a bar. So at that time, he didn't even
I
know that it was
see.
So
high
it's
school
kind of like
friends.
Sharon did him wrong.
But I wasn't
first.
even talking to them that
don't
long.
matter.
And then I come back.
Don't matter.
How is
You're talking to 3 other guys. You're on a date with somebody.
Okay,
You're talking
in
to
the
3 other
moment,
guys.
in the moment, I'm not thinking like that because they're just my friends. But obviously, I know he doesn't know that.
So you shouldn't
But-
have done that.
No, but me,
the fact that you know is
no,
worse.
in the moment, I didn't know that. That's what I'm saying. Because they're just my friends. So if it was like 3 girls, I would have done exactly the same thing.
No, we know.
But mind you, I don't go on dates that often. So how am I supposed to be thinking this?
Never trust women. Okay. Point. What I'm getting from here is you done him
Wait.
wrong first, and then he acted
wait,
based on
wait.
that.
Mind you, though, it was the triple date, right? But when we got to the bar, we had invited 3 other people, 3 other girls. So at that point, it's like we were all hanging out.
Sharon, you did him wrong first, and that's why he went to go talk to
Yeah,
other
if
people.
she leaves you for another, you
I
shall
wasn't
take her
even
mother.
there that long.
It doesn't matter. You talked to 3 other guys.
I came back and told him.
That's the worst
Okay,
part.
wait.
That's the worst
Wait,
part.
wait,
I
wait,
never want to
wait,
hear
wait,
my.
wait.
I never want to hear my girl went to go talk to somebody else, and then she comes out. By the way, I just spoke to 3 guys while you were. Man,
Friends from high school. And respectfully speaking, if we were on a proper date, don't you think my date should still just wait? Or like come or see what's going
How
on?
long did
I
he
wasn't
wait?
even there that long.
How long were you talking to these 3 dudes for?
I just know it wasn't that long.
Like what? 20 minutes?
No way. I don't think it was.
15 minutes?
I don't know how long it was, but I don't think it was. I feel like it was 10.
Okay, I'm sorry. You expect your date to come over when you're talking to
No!
3 men. You literally just
No,
said
okay,
that.
wait. Mind you, I was going to the bathroom when I ran into them.
I don't care. You're just making excuses.
bro, look at her trying to victimize herself. This victim mentality.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I gotta defend both sides here.
This victim mentality.
No, I get you. Wait, there's
What
a
was I
reason.
supposed to do?
Not talk to other men.
Okay, well, obviously I know that now. Apparently,
Or just
But,
keep it
like,
short. Be
it
like,
was-
just be like,
okay,
hey,
it was,
like
I'll
I'm
say it
out
wasn't
with like
super
a.
short, but it was short.
Okay, well, regardless, this guy ain't shit anyway. It doesn't fucking matter.
That's true. But that wasn't
Literally
the point of the story.
I know,
It
but
wasn't
now
about
I know.
him.
Now I know what kind of woman Sharon is. Player pimp, okay? Sharon is a player pimp.
Those were just friends.
Whatever it is.
What? the
Whatever it is.
heck?
I don't want to hear you victimizing yourself like that anymore.
I
Let's move on to the next topic. I'm done hearing you victimizing yourself. I hate victim mentality. Victim mentality,
no, but I just. Are you saying I'm not the victim at all, or that he's?
it's
the
like
only
this.
victim?
You know how Nicole last week was talking about the chronological order?
Ah,
You know? When you fired first, it's only natural. You must expect retaliation. Okay? You talked to 3, he only came back at you with 1. You should be thankful for that.
hey, he only came back because her teeth were bad.
Why are
I
you
wonder-
going on this tangent?
I wonder what the teeth was like. I wonder how bad the teeth
don't
was.
know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Probably one of those like the Japanese like fucked up teeth, if you know what I'm. You know, like the whole like
Whoa.
you know how like culturally like in Japan like some people find it attractive to have like
I did hear about
messed
this.
up teeth.
Yeah, no, I did hear
they
about this.
intentionally get surgery to mess up their teeth because they find it like attractive or something like that.
I'm not an
Like, I was
expert of
actually
Japanese
surprised about
culture. I
this.
know you are, so I will defer to your. I don't know much about this, but I will defer to your knowledge about
No,
this.
but you can actually look this up on Google though. Like
No, I don't need to
like
because I know
messed
you're
up
an
teeth,
expert.
like
I know you're an expert, so I don't
Japanese
need to.
aesthetic or
I
something
don't
like
need
that.
to. I know you're an expert. I believe you.
Okay.
I believe you, but wow, man, sometimes I see certain people very attractive, like their face, until they smile. And no, it's not that their teeth are crooked or whatever. Like this is the worst part. You can't really fix it. They have too much gum to teeth ratio. Like it'll be like
Oh, like the
it'll be like
gum sound too
70%
much?
gums and then like 20%, like 30% teeth, you know? So it's like this much teeth and this much gums.
Isn't that just the way that they smile? It's like
No, no,
Not
no.
all
Some
the
people,
time,
they
yeah.
actually have like an incredible amount of
I
gum.
think you can fix
Yeah.
that.
You can
can
fix
you?
it.
Oh, you cut out your
I-
gums?
I-
You're not
I
pulling your
don't
teeth
wanna-
down. You're cutting. It must be
Can
cutting the
neither
gums.
Confirm or deny.
No, but I think it's also a matter with like your lips,
yeah,
like going up too much.
No,
like,
but
when
like
you
some people,
smile.
their teeth are like
Yeah.
literally so
Yeah.
small. It's
it's
like
because
little
their
baby
teeth are.
teeth. It looks like
yeah,
little like
it's 'cause their
rabbit teeth. It's
are
like
small.
yeah, yeah. I mean, but yeah, sometimes I like look at someone who's like so pretty or like good looking, and then they smile, and I was like, damn, it's better if you don't smile for the rest of your life.
oh shit.
Jose!
No. Yeah.
That is.
Anyways. No, but you guys said it's something that's fixable, so you know.
Well, I mean, we ain't no doctors here. We ain't no dentists here. So.
Yeah. Anyway, so if we had like a club, for example, like a fraternity or key club, whatever, what position in the club would we be in? For example, there's like a treasurer.
What's her bad hangout?
Oh, you had a story too?
I don't know which one I want to tell. It wasn't a bad hangout. It was just kind of a bad experience. It's not one of my worst. It's not one of my worst ones, but when we were in Korea, and Joseph, you can tell us if you want to. We have this friend. We had two friends. They're girls. We went out to the club. Joseph was fine, but our friend, we were okay. We were decent. Or I was drunk. My friend was pretty shit faced, I would say. And she got shit faced, and there was this guy right behind her, and she kept stepping on his toes. Like, I don't know how many times, because like I was drunk too, so we're just all dancing and stuff. And I see this guy behind her. He's literally like at the back of her head, and so I was like, why the hell is this guy staring at her like that? So then I was like, what's your problem? And then he was like, this bitch, like she's stepping on my toes. And then I was like, okay. So then I made her switch with me. So I stood where she stood, and she was standing where I stood. And I didn't want to cause a ruckus, so I politely said, I'm so sorry for my friend. She's really drunk right now. You know. And then it was fine. He keeps looking at her. He's glaring at her. I'm like, okay, dude, what's your problem? Like, what's your issue? And then he just keeps going on and on, saying, oh my gosh, she's stepping on my toes. You know how many times she stepped on my toes? He's getting all riled up, and I was like, okay, look, you fucker. Because I was getting pissed off. I was like, I already told you I'm sorry. I don't know what else you want me to do. Like, you want me to clean your shoes for you? Like, what's going on? And then he's like, when did you apologize? I was like, just now, like 2 seconds ago, I just apologized. And then he keeps going on and on. He's like yelling at me at this point. His friend cuts in between me and him. Okay, all this is in Korean, by the way. So I was like, oh, shit. Like, blah, blah, blah. We're like on the side, and the friend is like in between us. He's like, I'm so sorry about my friend. He's super drunk. And then Joseph cuts in, and the friend and Joseph are talking to each other. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry about my sister. And the guy's like, oh, I'm so sorry about my friend. And me and him are still going at it. We're like, fuck you. Like, blah, blah, blah. We're still going at it. And then Joseph's like, calm down. And I was like, no, this dude, blah, blah, blah. We just kept going on. But then at the end, the friend just took the guy out.
Mhm.
But I mean, it wasn't even my thing. It was just for my friend. But I got a little bit too heated that
Just
night.
a little bit.
Just a tad. Hey, I didn't swing no hands. You know?
You would have. Maybe.
No,
I
no.
only would have if he had put his
Done
hands on
something?
me.
Yeah.
Because
If,
I
no,
was
if he put your hands on you, you're out, bro. There is no way you if a man were to hit you,
No, not
full
like hit me
strength,
or like if he
Like,
would have
I
like
mean-
pushed me or something, then I would have punched him. Only knowing you would fight him, not me.
This is
Good luck
so-
with that.
I hate that. I hate that.
It's the fact he thought that far.
No, yeah, I'm a girl, okay?
Yeah.
There's a dangerous world out there. I'm not gonna do that without without thinking through the situation.
Okay, I mean, this. I hope this never happens where I have to put hands on someone because you knew.
I'm
I
sorry.
was
I
there.
think you would do that all on your own.
No, I mean,
okay?
I no, you know, maybe there was a time where I was a little too excited, but you know, now I try to not like get too excited like that. Like, no, I really do. I mean,
Yes.
not one time since that time, which shall not be spoken of.
Which was what? Less than
it-
6 months ago?
I mean, I'm a changed man. I'm a changed man, and you know, those things don't happen like that anymore. I try to make it a point not to.
By just not going out.
No. I mean, there's been many times we went out in the last 3 months, and those things has not
I
even
mean, that's true.
been close to happening. Not one time. Anyways, let's talk about the club, guys. Who's who?
Oh. Yeah, you gotta explain that.
No, like
Yeah,
if
like, what
there's
are
like a
these
club,
roles
no. You know, there's usually like a president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. Yeah,
Mm.
I know what Sharon will be for our little club. The treasurer.
Oh.
Most, I think it's because you're most like detail oriented and like, you know.
Got the Excel sheet out.
yeah. You like to have everything done right and things like that.
I got it all set up. You would be president because you're the one that initiated this whole thing,
I mean,
right? The most initiative has to come from the president, right? I'll be vice president because I got the best ideas.
absolutely. I agree with that.
I come up with the best topics as well.
Absolutely.
And then what would Nicole be?
Nicole, I think Nicole will be like
Would she be secretary to the president or what?
no, you
I'm not in this club.
She has her own
no,
club.
no, she's the
No, I'm not in any club.
No, she's the
I don't want to be.
Nicole is
I'll be the hater to this club.
No. Nicole is the Secretary of Defense, okay? She always trying to fight somebody. She's the Minister of Defense right here. Just with that story that just happened, she's fighting for the entire club for us. You know what I'm saying? You wrong one of us. Nicole is fighting, rocket punching somebody right in the face. I mean, but yeah, I think that, you know, I'm very glad that moving forward, we're going to have Charles with us because I think Charles has many wonderful things to say, many wonderful inputs into future podcasts. And yeah, this was, oh, I guess I'll just end it by myself right here. Get in, Charles, get in here. Nicole, just get in. Thank you very much for listening. The official episode 2. This will be 2. This will be the episode 2 of Profound Profanity. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back next week with more as well. Do you guys have anything to say?
Let us know what else you guys want us to talk about.
Right. Yep. Our 2 followers. Thank you.
We have a little more than that. Come on, respectfully.
Okay, Charles, please say your piece.
See you guys next time. Respectfully.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.